Setting up a TV in your living room usually means wrestling with maybe 3 cables, tossing the remote on the couch, and just calling it a day. But have you ever wondered what happens when you need to set up 160 TVs at the exact same
Oh
time?
yeah, the scale there completely changes the game. It stops being just like consumer electronics and turns into, well, critical infrastructure.
Exactly. So today we are doing a deep dive into this incredibly dense, highly technical e-commerce catalog from a company called HDTV Supply. We're specifically zeroing in on a single product page for the Vitec AVPLY-M M940.
Right. And our mission here is for you to really peek behind the curtain of these massive enterprise level AV systems. We want to understand the invisible tech powering all those screens around you.
Yeah. Okay, let's unpack this because looking at this catalog, the scale is just, it's staggering. They feature these devices called matrix switchers designed for 160 TV sports bars and massive, like 10 by 1 video
This is
walls.
huge.
It really is. Think of a matrix switcher, like a colossal high-speed rail yard. You have dozens of incoming video feeds, like the trains, and the switcher's job is to seamlessly route them to 160 different screens instantly, all without a single collision or delay.
And what's fascinating here is how the catalog itself signals that massive scale right in the product codes. Take that VTech M9405 media player you just mentioned.
Hmm.
The part number actually ends in -499. That specific designation indicates a pricing tier meant for buying anywhere from 100 to 499 units at a single time.
Wow. Okay, so you aren't just buying one of these for your guest room.
Definitely not.
And because these systems are deployed by the hundreds, the hardware looks very different from the consumer tech we're used to. Looking at the specs for this M9405, it outputs 4K UHD video, it has 32 gigabytes of built-in storage, and it runs on PoE, which is power over Ethernet. But hold on though, why overcomplicate it? A standard $30 streaming stick just uses Wi-Fi and streams perfectly fine. Why does a media player need 32 gigs of onboard storage and, its power running through an internet cable?
Well, it really comes down to reliability at an industrial scale.
Hmm?
Imagine that 160-screen sports bar on Super Bowl Sunday, or, say, a highly secure TAA-compliant government facility.
Wait, real quick, TAA compliant. What is that?
Ah, right. So that means it adheres to the Trade Agreements Act.
Hmm.
Basically, the hardware is manufactured as U.S. or approved countries. It ensures the government isn't installing critical infrastructure laced with, like, hidden surveillance chips.
Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, so in those secure environments, or honestly, even just a packed sports bar, you simply cannot rely on spotty Wi-Fi. That is exactly where power over Ethernet comes in. A standard network cable actually has multiple twisted pairs of copper wire inside. So PoE uses some of those wires to deliver safe, low-voltage electrical current, while the other wires handle the massive packets of 4K data. And they don't interfere with each other at all.
So this eliminates the need for an electrician to install, like, hundreds of traditional power outlets behind every single screen?
Precisely. It's a massive infrastructure shortcut. You just run one networking cable for everything.
That is wild. But what about the local storage?
Right, so that 32 gigabytes of local storage is your safety net. It downloads and buffers the video locally. So if the network experiences a momentary blip, the video keeps playing flawlessly right from the hard drive.
Because in these environments, a spinning buffering wheel is just totally unacceptable.
Exactly.
Man, when you put it that way, the stakes are completely different. If one of these nodes goes down during a major event, a sports bar loses thousands of dollars in an hour, and a government facility loses critical intel.
Which is a huge deal.
It is, and that immense pressure completely changes the kind of technical support you need. Which brings us to the fascinating reality of B2B customer reviews. So HDTV Supply boasts a 25-year history and a 96% positive rating.
Yeah, they have a really solid track record.
Oh, they do. But here's where it gets really interesting. Look at this specific review from a customer named John M.
Oh, yes, I saw that. That one definitely stands out.
Right. He gave them 5 stars, but his exact words were, "When I called, the staff was less than friendly, but answered my question."
Yeah, less than friendly.
And then there's another reviewer, Hopkins, who was just thrilled to get a quick solution for their 4K and 1080p resolution settings. In high-stakes enterprise tech, getting the exact technical answer is vastly more valuable than a cheery disposition.
Totally.
You don't need a smile, you just need the video wall to work.
If we connect this to the bigger picture, it shows that enterprise AV is really about exact engineering. The people buying these matrix switchers are dealing with incredibly complex integration issues across dozens of displays.
Right, they have a job to do.
Exactly. They aren't looking for retail pleasantries. They're looking for precise, immediate technical accuracy.
So what does this all mean? Well, it means the next time you are out at a giant sports bar or walking through an airport and you see a massive synchronized video wall, you'll know it's not magic.
Right. It's an army of hidden PoE-driven nodes humming away with local storage to make sure the picture never drops.
Supported by engineers who might not ask about your day, but will absolutely fix your 4K resolution mismatch.
Exactly. They get it done.
Which leaves us with this final thought. If current matrix systems